Good afternoon. I am Vicki Varder, and I'm one of the teachers you're going to have during the summer for Nursing Process 3. I'll actually be teaching you in the classroom the second half for OB because you're going to start out with pediatrics the first half. Ms. Nappy, who will be doing that, is on the Dan Mabry campus. So you might see her before then, or you might not, I'm not sure. She is writing a letter to you, I know, with some details about things, but she wanted me to come and talk to you first and get a piece of information, and then she'll send you some more. So, but you'll also see me in the beginning because I'm going to do a pediatric clinical for you as well, so you might see me in the beginning of the semester as well, depending on what day. Now, we have discussed having you guys have class for one long day instead of 2 3-hour days. And I didn't really know I was coming today, so I left my notes at home, but I'm pretty sure we discussed 9:30 to 2. But that'll just be one day of class. That'll either be Tuesday or Wednesday. I didn't bring my notes. I couldn't remember what we decided. Ms. Nappy, I was texting her. She can't remember. The real thing is, we really don't care whether it's Tuesday or Wednesday. I don't know if you know, but she just texted me that your mental health will be on Monday. So you'll have class for part of it and then clinical for part. And I don't know any other details about that, but it's likely that, and happens in the third semester, so if you have our class on Tuesday or Wednesday, you'll have class with them on Monday, you'll have clinical with us on Thursday or Friday, and you'll have clinical with them on one of those days. But you don't do it all at the same time. But being that this is the summer, I'm not quite sure. So hopefully you won't be detained more than 3 days of the week. Hopefully. Because usually she'll do class and then clinical, or split you up in half. And a lot of it for mental health, like us, is dependent upon clinical sites. Like how many of you we have. How many are in this?
17.
17. I think we're going to add a few more to your class. You're going to get some new friends.
They're representative of their group now.
There were a couple of people who were not successful last semester in the fall, but did not want to come back in the spring because of issues they had. They couldn't resolve them between December and January, and so they're going to be joining you. And I believe that number is 3. So there'll at least be 20 of you. And it would be really nice if we had no more than 20 of you. But if we have anybody this semester who's not successful and they're eligible to return, we may have them in the class too. But hopefully there won't be any of those, and we'll just go with 20. So a lot of things I can't tell you for sure. But what I can tell you for sure is that this is going to be a rocking and rolling time.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you're going to have 3 courses in 14 weeks. You're going to have PEDS, OB, and mental health. Basically, that's what you're going to have in 14 weeks. So I know you all have been working hard this semester. Don't give up yet. Okay? Keep your eye on the prize. December, you graduate. January of next year, you can be RMs. Okay? Huh?
Shoes and purses.
Shoes and purses. I don't shoes myself. Purses, I don't really care too much about. Shoes, I like shoes. So, be prepared to work hard because it's going to move fast. We usually have 16 weeks. It's only 2 weeks different, but I can assure you it'll seem fast. You'll have a test probably every time we come to class, at the beginning of the class. And then we'll start with new stuff, and probably the next time we'll have a test. So we'll have a test every week, probably, even in a week. So my question is, I'm going to let you choose, Ms. Nappy is okay, which day you want to have our class, on Tuesday or Wednesday. You will have clinical on Thursday or Friday. We don't make those anymore. Ingrid makes all the assignments. I haven't seen anything from her yet, so we're not involved in assigning clinicals. Usually what they do now is she tries to keep you in the same places that you've been to decrease, the relearning or new learning you have to do for orientation and stuff, but I don't know any of that.
Right now they're in St. Joe's.
Do we need to both class?
Okay, I know we're gonna use St. Joe's, Tampa General, and Florida Hospital, so somebody probably will get some new training. And it could be all the other people coming, I don't know, like I said, They used to let us be in control of that, which was very comforting to those of us who are control freaks, but we're no longer in control, so I can't really say what will happen. But I know for a fact, because our clinical groups in peds and OB, and probably mental health too, all have to be smaller. So we will have more than 2 clinical groups, we will have 3 clinical groups. Even if there's only 17 of you, we're gonna have 3 more.
I guess I just don't really understand. So a class day, Tuesday or Wednesday from 9:30 to 2, is that strictly just peds or is it OB and peds
We're
in
gonna,
one day?
It'll be that way through the whole summer session, and we will begin with pediatrics.
Okay.
At the midpoint, you'll it's one class, course grade, the way the curriculum is now. But then you'll shut your brains off to peds, and then we'll go on to the OB section of content.
I'm just trying to figure out work schedule because they want to know ASAP.
Right, and I can tell you who's gonna teach your mental health class, and she may be
I
able
just
to,
texted her.
You did?
Scotty's
May be able to-
but I'll find out.
may be able to get more information about the times that she's looking at on Mondays, and how many class days and how many clinical days, because if it goes like the regular semesters, you'll have class day on Monday, let's say, but it won't be every Monday, because the other days you'll be in clinical. And when Ingrid does the clinical schedules, she'll make sure you're in a NP3 and a mental health on separate days. But depending, some clinicals for mental health are even in the evening. Depends, because those are tight clinical sites too. So, that I can't speak to at all. And that's one reason the 3rd semester is hard, because you've got basically 3 classes, 3 different clinicals, things going on. I can really only tell you about hours for sure. So if you want to vote, you can tell me if you want to have class on Tuesday for us or Wednesday. And we don't care. We just thought it would be easier if everybody didn't have to come to campus. If we could just tough it out and stay a whole day. We'll try to be interactive. We're gonna put some things online. I know I am for sure. You can watch a couple of videos before you come, 30-minute things with me talking, take notes or whatever, and then when you come to class, we'll do some other types of things so we can maybe apply that learning and learn a little bit better. So we'll decrease the lecture time. Not the learning time, but me talking in front of you, other things when we're together, okay? So do you have a preference about which day you go?
For me, it's
Thursday,
either
Friday,
for
still up in
me.
the air, right?
Yes, because I don't have any control of that, and I have not seen any, as soon as I see something from Ingrid, I don't know when she'll do that, I can email her and ask her to do it based on this number.
They already did, I think, the coordinating council for summer. 'Cause I think
Yes, they
that's-
did,
that
and
was
we
last
have,
week.
and we have the sites, we know we have those 3 sites.
So, I can send her an email to find out. Because the thing about it is if I know for some of you, you're trying to figure out when you're gonna work is the major thing. So let me get in contact, I text Miss Finger, she says she's doing her class, so she's gonna do Monday. It might be better doing class on Tuesday because they were here together, and you have Wednesday to work. If you had clinical, or if you had clinical on Friday, you have those 2 days to work. No, you guys get to vote on how you think, but that's what in my, because I already know, y'all won't tell me. It don't work. So I already know that.
I'm just saying, if they do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that might be kind of hard to schedule. So if
Well,
that's the
I
way-
can't really speak for Miss Natalie, but I don't know what Scotty's class time is.
I
Do
know
you
that's the thing, is I don't know if she's.
It's torturous, but if you wanted to do her class and my class on Monday, I would do that. It'd be hard for you. But it'd be all one day, and then you'd get it done.
That sounds like a good idea.
They're actually game for it. This is a good group,
8 to 5.
I'm telling you.
And I'm just doing it because it might be easier for you, so you can have a work day. Because if we did, and I can ask Miss Snappy if she would be willing to do that. Can you ask Scotty what time her class is?
Now that you know our pattern, what do you do?
Are you trying to get me to say stuff? You know that's crazy.
We need input.
Because that actually might work. It's a long day.
We're
If
gonna
you can eat in between. Yeah, one. So But y'all know y'all like the food now.
Now, fortunately here, we don't have any restrictions on eating in the classroom like we do at Del Navy.
I know.
And we're actually getting a new classroom, like we have 110 in the science building over here, which is our room. But we're getting a new room at 108, which is right next door, and it's a giant room. I mean, like huge. Half of it is gonna have computers in it. 30, I think, computers for computer testing, and the other half's gonna be a classroom. So we'll be able to still continue to eat in the classroom, because we're not gonna be sitting at our computer desks for 3 hours at a time, you know, so that'll be kind of nice. Because I know that even the teachers over at Del Mabry really hate not being able to,
Yeah, it's crazy. You
have
can
their
do
coffee up at the podium and stuff like that. I'd die if I couldn't have my caffeine in the morning. I'd shoot up before I came in or something.
Vince Baker struggled with that.
Ms. Nabby says that she is willing to do it on a Monday. She's asking what time Scotty Finger is doing it, and I'm saying Sharon is asking. So if she can come back with that information. You know, we'll give you a course outline and what you're gonna do as soon as we get it, and then you're gonna finish this class and pass. We're not gonna get you started right away, okay? But I know it will be, I have a lot of my lectures are already recorded, only because sometimes I run out of time in class, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go home now and record that one. And then like next semester, or last semester, I already ran out of time on another one, I had to record that. So, you know, there's some that are recorded, and could be more. Ms. Nabby said she was gonna plan on doing that, which means you'll do some learning, you know, listening and taking notes outside of class. But that's okay, I think. I mean, my students now, when I run out of time, they're like, oh, good, you'll make us a video or whatever. They kind of like it. Otherwise, I can tell you, the very first day, the very first week of clinical, let me look at a calendar, everyone will have clinical on Thursday. And the reason for that is because we have some guest speakers coming. That's going to be the 18th. So your first week of class starts. So that first week, the 15th through 19 May, is the first week of class. And every one of you in the nursing process 3, that's going to be no help, but they will all have clinical on Thursday, the 18th. That will be here, and it will be in PSCI 110. And it's because we have a couple of guest speakers. We have a perinatal HIV specialist who comes and talks to you, not about just regular old HIV stuff. You don't get an HIV certificate because it's perinatal focused, meaning pregnancy and, you know, mommies and tiny, you know, newborns. And then we have a guest speaker from, I can't even remember the name of the organization now. Anyway, she talks about childhood abuse and neglect and SIDS and things like that. She has a really nice presentation. We're also going to be doing some work in the lab that day. So it'll be a full day on the 18th. Oh, I should tell you that. I want you to plan for 12-hour days for your clinicals, because we're not going to be able to get in the required clinical time that we have told the state we'll be giving you unless we do. Now, Ms. Nappy has an alternative thing, so she may tell you that yours are going to be 10, but you're going to get an outside assignment kind of thing, where, and I can't remember, she's going to have you go to some agency and then do some research on the agency, go to the agency, do some write-up afterwards. But she'll put that in her information. By doing that, she's going to count some of that as clinical time. So there may be days where you're not 12. But just for right now, I want you to plan on 12-hour days. It'll be long and gruesome, but probably some of you work them now. Yeah, maybe. But we have to do that, or otherwise we won't meet our times. And we have to do that while we're in trouble. We're only in trouble if somebody surveys us, but you never know when that might happen. Did she respond yet?
No. What I think I'll do is, or if it's okay with
She
you,
might know. Let me just call her real quick. She might give me the answer.
is that,
She usually cringes when she sees me cough. I think she answers.
because they can think about it and send it back next week, whatever, because
Yes,
that's what we.
absolutely. You can think about what, you know, you want to do the Monday thing. And I'll tell you what I usually do in my class. Because peer pressure sometimes is very scary.
Yeah.
Come on, Cornelius, you can do it.
Plant City, did you bother? Is Gail in your office?
I'm looking Sunday.
Okay, I'll call her then. Or no, that's okay, we'll probably find out another way, that's okay. Disregard my call. Okay, it's all right. Okay, all right, bye. They actually get like lunchtime and you can't bother them? Oh, who's taking her lunch?
There's actually a class in here.
Okay, so, this is what I want you to do. I'm gonna write my email up there. And once you get the information from Ms. Finger, then I want you to decide whether you want class on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday.
Miss Fingers, you just changed one for Tuesday.
She did?
No, that's what she said.
Why?
It's
Then
y'all.
we go all the way all Tuesday.
I'll see you guys next week.
But people are like,
You say,
yeah. The same.
Yeah, all the Monday is not gonna be good.
I'm very flexible.
If she changes, we only go all
Ms. Kathy and I are
day
very
Tuesday.
flexible. And let me just say generically, not everyone.
Oh, I love that.
What?
The way she said
Without
it.
calling any names. So the reason I want you to do this way, I want you to send me an email, is because right now, everybody else might be saying Monday, 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 but you're like, oh, I can't do that. I can't do that whole long day. So I want you to tell me what you want, and then we'll base it on a majority. Okay? Because, and I don't want you to have to vote out loud now, so everybody sees what you vote, and they'll say, well, we could have had it that way, but Susan just didn't go along with the crowd. So, okay, does that make sense? So I wish I mean, I'll come back and see you. You can come see me, I'm in the science building in 124B, I believe, across from the lab, right?
Is it case simple?
You need a new book, yes you do. There'll be a bundle in the bookstore. McKinney et al. If you really want to know the ISBN and stuff, either come to my office or send me an email, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
But there's also a bundle because you have to buy a new SLS,
Oh,
because you don't have to use real BSLS.
oh.
Okay. And they bundle that. So, but if you email me, I'll tell you that.
Whatever.
I mean, you can always buy them separately, but
I'd like to see, so you all can make
but we want to try to make it as easy and seamless and smooth, teach you all what you really need to know, when, well, we don't want to torture you unnecessarily. I don't think we want to.
But this is on Thursday or Friday, are they going to be in the morning or evening?
Okay, hold on. I have it, I just got a text that was on silent. She says Mondays, she's doing Mondays 10 to 1 with clinical for some of you from 2 to 10. So we can't double it up. So I guess we're back to Tuesday or Wednesday for us, and you're gonna be busy. You're gonna be busy 3 days a week.
Also clinical,
So
there's
clinicals?
Some of you, but not all of you.
Oh,
And again, I don't know how, if it's the same, who's going where, if there's going to be choices or just slam it in.
Is it okay to videotape or video record?
Yeah, I have a form at the beginning of my class that says you're gonna use it for your use and you're not gonna put me on your YouTube channel or internet, because I might be saying, duh, or I don't say a cuss word, but I might say something that is not completely politically correct, because I forget, it just works out. But yeah, that's okay. I have a kid who's dyslexic, and sometimes he needs to record his lectures too, so. And not that you're dyslexic, but I mean, I'm sensitive to the idea that you may need to hear it again, or whatever, you know? That's fine.
Retarded.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.